PA student taking your interview today.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right. So, what seems to bring you in today?
Well, I have this rash. It's a little painful and it really itches.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. All right. So, when did you notice this?
About 2 mornings ago, I woke up and I had this red rash all over my right arm and right leg.
Oh, okay. So it's all over your right arm and your right leg.
Yes, and a little bit on my right side. It's pretty like the whole right side of my body. There's a little bit on the side of my stomach, and as well as.
What about your back?
No, it's just the side.
Now, is it on the inside of your right arm or just the outside?
The outside. It's just the outside.
Outside. What about your leg?
Outside.
Okay. Now, how long has it been painful?
Well, when I woke up with it, it was just really kind of itchy, and so I started scratching it, and then it became painful from the scratching.
Okay. How long does the pain last?
Well, a little while after I've scratched it. If I've scratched it, then it'll last a little while, and if I stop scratching it, then the pain will eventually go away.
Okay. Can you define a little while, like maybe an hour, just a few minutes, a couple hours?
Maybe 10 minutes or so. Not super long. I'll get up and go do something like dishes or cooking or whatever, and it distracts me, and I forget about the rash. But then when I'm sitting down watching TV or something or reading, then I feel the rash coming back, and I start scratching on it, and then it starts hurting again.
Of course. Now, can you describe what the pain feels like?
It's just kind of a little achy, kind of like just soreness.
Okay. Does anything make it better?
Well, the first day I didn't really have anything, and the drugstore wasn't open, so I had to wait until later in the day to go to the drugstore. I bought some calamine lotion. I came back. I put that on. It really didn't do anything. It dried out the skin, but it still itched and hurt when I scratched. So this morning, I went and got some Ivarist and put that on. My husband's had poison oak. I'm pretty sure that's probably what this is because, he doesn't usually bother him, but if he's been exposed to it and got it on his skin and then I get next to him, then I usually end up with it.
Okay.
Much worse case than he ever thought about
Oh,
having.
goodness. Of course. Now, does anything make it worse?
Scratching. Yeah, scratching. Definitely scratching.
Does bathing or soaps or anything make it worse?
Yeah, it does. The soap does sting. It really does. The soap does sting. I will admit that. But now I have some in-shower body lotion that I use right before I get out of the shower, and that really seems to soothe it.
Okay, that's good. Now, does the pain radiate anywhere?
Just around the area where I've scratched.
So you're scratching and the pain kind of stays consistent for 2 minutes, or does it come and go after you're done scratching?
It comes and goes. Yes, it really does. It looks almost as if it's like pulsing. It doesn't do that on my stomach though, just mainly on my upper arm and my thigh.
Okay.
They seem to be the worst areas.
Okay. Now, if you could rate this pain for me on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst pain you ever felt, what would you give this?
Oh, maybe a 3.
Okay.
It's really not that bad. It's just inconvenient.
Right. And you've never had a pain like this before, a rash like this before?
Oh, yes, years ago I had the same, very similar experience when my husband had poison oak.
Oh, okay. How many years ago was that?
Probably 5.
Okay. All right. So real quickly, just kind of a quick run through of some of your symptoms. Any fever?
No.
Chills?
No.
Fatigue?
No.
What about malaise, an overall feeling of illness?
No.
Okay, what about any appetite changes?
Oh, no.
What about weight changes?
No, not from the rash.
Not from the rash.
From my vacation, yes.
Yeah, that happens. Okay. So, have you noticed any abnormal texture with the skin?
Well, I mean, it's raised and dry and a little bumpy. The worse it is, the more bumpier it is.
Okay, that's understandable. Okay. All right. What about any moles?
No, I haven't noticed any mole changes. No.
Okay. How about bruising?
Well, a little bit, but just because this particular spot on my shoulder is sort of the worst spot, and I've really scratched it quite a bit, and so I think I've almost bruised the skin because it does feel sore. There's almost a soreness when you touch it.
Okay, goodness, I'm so sorry. What about you have had the itching that's been the whole time?
Yes, the itching's been the whole time for full 2 days. A full 2 days, I would say.
Okay. Notice any changes in the pigmentation of the skin?
Just redness and pink tinting. But now the pink tinting could have been from the calamine lotion that I put on the first time.
Right.
Okay. But it does get very red after scratching.
Oh no, I can imagine, absolutely. What about abnormal growth with any abnormal hair growth?
Oh no.
No. Okay. What about abnormal hair texture, anything like that?
Well, not where the itch is.
Okay. What about?
Gotten a few gray hairs recently, but
No, that's understandable. What about hair loss?
no hair. Well, my eyebrows are getting thinner, but I think that's just because I get them waxed. But no hair loss from the itching or where the areas are where I've been scratching.
Right. Okay. And then any changes in your nails?
Oh no, nails, no bits are fine.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. What about polyphagia, like an excessive appetite?
No.
No. Okay. What about polydipsia, an excessive thirst?
Well, I mean, it's been really hot.
Yeah.
It's been in the mid to upper 90s, so I think I've been a little bit thirstier because of the heat, but I don't think the rash has caused me to get thirstier.
Sounds good. What about polyuria, excessive urination?
No, I've had that since I was pregnant the first time, so it's
Right, but not since the rash.
no, not since the rash.
Okay. What about have you noticed a new heat intolerance or cold intolerance? No.
Excuse me.
All right. Now, real quick, do you have any history of high blood pressure?
Not me. No, I actually have low blood pressure.
Okay. What about diabetes?
I don't know.
Okay. High cholesterol?
No, I actually have low cholesterol. For a while, I had to take a red yeast by supplement to bring my good cholesterol levels up because my cholesterol levels were so
Are you
low.
on that anymore?
No, I haven't had to be on that in about 3 years.
Okay. What about heart disease?
No, I don't know.
Heart attack?
No,
Stroke?
no,
Cancer?
no.
Okay. What about, are you allergic to anything?
Codeine, but we thought it was codeine, but we really think it's more Tylenol because it was the Tylenol 3. Because I've actually taken Tylenol since then and had a reaction.
Okay.
And I have a tingling sensation if I eat peanuts. Both my sons are really allergic to peanuts. So, in fact, my youngest is actually allergic to shellfish. But the peanuts of late, I get a little itchy in the back of the throat.
Okay. And you're not allergic to anything else, no other foods or substances?
No.
Okay. Are you up to date on all your current immunizations?
Yes.
All right. When was your last flu shot?
This year, back in
Okay.
September, October. I get one every year.
Fantastic. All right. What medications are you currently taking?
I take venlafaxine.
Okay. How long have you been taking that?
Probably the last 4 to 5 years.
Okay. What's the dosage on that?
I believe it's 10 milligrams. I'd have to look.
You take one a day?
One a day. It's an extended release tablet.
Okay. No? Any other medications?
No.
What about over-the-counter supplements? No? Okay.
No, I mean, I might take a melatonin to sleep every once in a while, but no, pretty much don't take anything.
That's fine. All right. Any surgeries?
Well, I had most recently had an ablation last Christmas, and then a surgery before that was I had my gallbladder removed.
What year was that?
Let's see. My youngest was born in 2002, so I guess 2001.
Okay.
And then, yes, it was definitely 2001 because it was before 9/11. And then before that, other than giving birth to 3 kids, I had a DNC after a miscarriage in '93.
All right. Any hospitalizations? Other than the birth of
No,
your 3 children?
Other than the birth of 3 children. I mean, even for any of these other things, I didn't spend the night. So.
All right. Okay. Now, quick family history. Are both of your parents still living?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have an identical twin sister.
And you have 3 children.
Yes.
So, if the following questions I'm going to ask, if they pertain to your parents, your sister, and your children. So let me know if any of them have the following conditions.
Okay.
High blood pressure.
Yes, my dad.
How long has he been dealing with that?
All my life. I don't remember a time when he did not have a pulse.
Oh, wow. How old?
He's almost 80.
80. How old's your mother?
She's almost 79.
What about diabetes?
No,
Okay. What about high cholesterol?
my dad. Pretty much just since they started diagnosing high cholesterol.
Okay. What about heart disease?
My dad.
How long has he had that?
Pretty much as long as I can have been alive. I don't remember a time he didn't have it. So.
Okay. What about any history of heart attacks?
No, he actually has not had a heart attack,
Okay. What
which is
about
very good.
strokes?
He did have a stroke, yes.
Okay. Can you tell me what year that was?
3 years ago.
2017?
Yes.
Okay. What about cancer?
My mom.
What cancer did she have?
She had breast cancer and uterine cancer.
When did she have breast cancer?
Let's see, that was around the time of my middle child, so 98. So right around 1998. And then around 2002 was when she had the uterine cancer.
Okay. All right. Do you drink alcohol?
On occasion, especially on vacation, but
About how many drinks a week do you have?
well, as a rule, normally about 2.
Okay. Beer, wine, spirits?
Beer or wine.
Okay. What about tobacco products?
No,
Recreational drugs?
no.
Okay, what about diet? What's your diet like?
Well, I've been on vacation, so I've been eating pretty much everything I can get a hold of,
Right.
enjoying lots of very good meals. But normally I do what we call the Dukan diet, DUKAN diet. It's the same diet that Kate Middleton uses.
Oh, cool.
And it's high protein, low carb, but it's not keto. It's low fat. It's mostly vegetables and meats and low fat cheeses and dairy, low fat dairy.
Okay. What about your exercise?
I do a lot of walking.
About how many minutes a day or a week do you think you average?
We try to do about 20 minutes a day, at least 5 days a week. And then occasionally some weight training. It's just gotten our weight stuff is in the garage and it's gotten quite hot lately, so I haven't been doing it.
Right, and that's understandable. Okay, where are you employed at?
I just retired as a high school English teacher after 100 billion years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Very excited.
Okay, what's your living situation like?
I'm living at home with my husband, and our youngest son is about to leave for college in just a few weeks.
Oh.
We'll be empty nesters.
Now, how's your financial situation? Do you feel you can afford health care?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Are you sexually active?
Yes.
Using protection of any kind?
No, my husband had a vasectomy.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.